Jacksonville, Florida. We're going to talk about clubs and yardages. Now, it's very important that you know that you can have up to 14 clubs in your bag, no more than that, or you can get penalized. But what's also important is to know the yardage that you hit each club. This is very important to know, especially when you're going out and playing the golf course, because yardage is crucial. So this plays a huge factor in your club selection.
I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober looking over other.
There are different club groupings in your bag. This right here are the wedges. These are what you usually work in with 100 yards and in. Your sand wedge and your pitching wedge are a part of this grouping.
Up until I can't hear that my mind fills up into a creature.
Your next grouping of clubs are known as your middle irons. These are usually your 9, your 7, and your 8 iron. These clubs are used for average distance shots.
Fills up into a creature and it haunts me.
The next grouping of clubs that we'll show you are the long irons. Now they are usually your 6, your 5, your 4, or your 3 iron, or even lower. But these irons are known to get you to further distances.
All this stuff I've been feeling weird. I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear.
Last but not least are your woods. Your 3 wood, your 5 wood, your hybrid, and even your driver belongs in this grouping. These clubs are often used when you're teeing off from the tee box and are also known as your furthest hitting club.
Unplug, feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy. Gotta find someone who's a good friend of me.
So for this next portion, I want you to get your shortest club, which should be your sand wedge. And we're going to hit a ball to see how far it goes. Now, when we are getting our distances for each club, we're only swinging about 75 to 85%. That is the most consistent that we will be. So make sure you get a pen and paper and write your distance for that club.
Build up until I can't hear that my mind fills up into a creature and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough.
Next, we'll move on to the pitching wedge. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing that we did with the sand wedge. We're going to swing somewhere between 75 to 85% power. Hold the finish. And calculate how far we hit the ball. Get that pen and paper and record your distance. That is how far you hit the pitching wedge. Now make sure you do this same and exact process for every single one of your clubs in your bag. Alright? When you do this, actually hit 2 or 3 balls and get the average of how far you've hit those balls. That'll determine your club distance range. As we begin to work through our bag, finding out our club yardage, it's very important, and I must stress this. It is very important to know the yardages of your clubs because this dictates which club you use in order to hit the green, right? You have to know that, especially if we're trying to get you to play the course.
I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.
Now, the best time for you to actually go to the course is when you're consistently hitting the ball up in the air. All right. It doesn't have to be every time, but as long as you're hitting the ball up in the air and in the direction that you want to hit it, then that's how you kind of know it's time for you to start transitioning your game from the range to the course.
Good enough, nothing's really clear. Sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me. But let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus.
Hey, golf is one of those things that you just have to be really persistent at. Okay. If you are not hitting the ball in the air like you think you should, that is okay. All right. You have to practice. The more you do it, the better you will get. Consistency and persistence. That will get you the keys to success to where it is that you want to go. So keep hitting the ball, keep doing it, keep going to the range, working on your game. You will be there sooner than you know it.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.
As you are getting ready to hit your shots, pay attention to the fact that when you tee the ball up, you're going to get more distance. The reason why is because there's less friction. When the ball is on the ground, it creates more friction than when it is teed up. So when you go to the tee box, automatically know that you're going to hit at least 7 yards further than what you usually do if it was on the ground.
Sometimes it could be a little tough, I just need to feel